Hi, Lexi. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. It's good to see you. All right, so this is going to be our first session, um, and it will only take just a few minutes. I'm just going to kind of hear what you've got to say, kind of what's going on, and what brings you here. First and foremost, I want to talk about confidentiality. Everything that we talk about in this room is confidential, okay? It does not leave this room unless there are assumptions that you're either harming yourself or could do harm to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
But other than that, whatever you say stays in this office. So let's begin by you just telling me what brings you here today.
Okay, well, I just started this new school. It's called Early College High School, and I'm taking high school and college classes. And when taking those classes, it's really high stress on me. And then I'm also dealing with high stress levels at home with dealing with my mom and my new stepdad and his daughter and us just all becoming one family because they just got married, and it's just taking a toll on me because I'm having to step up as a bigger sister to now two sisters instead of one.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you have been accepted into an early college high school program.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. Is this your first year?
This is my second year going on third.
Okay. So you're about to start your third year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that seems like it would be a lot of pressure. Tell me about the school when you graduate, say your senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Would you graduate with a high school diploma?
I'll graduate with a high school diploma and a college associate's degree.
Okay, so when you graduate 12th grade, you will have a diploma and an associate's degree.
Yes, I'll have 62 credits to go towards the associate's degree.
Okay, so that in itself is a lot of pressure, I'm sure.
Because you have to complete it.
Okay, what happens if you don't?
You'll probably be sent back to your home school because you'll continue with college, because I don't really think they'll keep you at the early college high because they're more driven towards people who are driven.
Okay.
But I mean, you can still do, when you're at homeschool, you can still do college work and high school work, but it's just not the same as where I am.
Okay. So a lot of stress, anxiety, trying to make sure you keep up with your grades and your studies so that you don't have to go back to your home school. I'm sure that would be pretty rough. So your home life, I hear, has changed a little bit within the last couple years. So there are some things going on at home that are leading to stress and anxiety in your school. Okay, so tell me what's going on at home.
I'm having to step up a lot more than I used to. I mean, I stepped up when my mom got sick a long time ago. It was about 3 years ago. She got really sick, and she couldn't really take care of my sister. So I had to step up and become that mom figure in my sister's life. And well, now that she's married and she's got a new husband, he has a daughter, and well, I'm having to step up as a sister to two younger sisters who are becoming my age and becoming more mature, and I'm having to deal with them. And I'm also having to deal with my mom being sick, and I'm having to teach my stepdad how to control her sickness and how to help her. And well, that being on me is also just hurting me and making me more stressed out, and then that's making it worse for me to go to school.
Okay. So you're 16, and you've already had to step up and become an adult, basically, and care for your sister and your new stepsister and your mother who has got an illness. Okay, so you have not had a childhood like most teenagers in the area. You've had to grow up a lot, which I'm sure is pretty hard. So tell me about your stepdad. How long have he and your mom been together?
It's been about a year or two, and well, they dated for a long time, and now they're married. But he also has health problems, so I'm having to step up in that way too, with my mom.
Okay.
Helping her.
Okay. So how long was your mom playing the role of a single mom before she met your stepdad?
I want to say about 8 years, because my biological dad, he was just never there for me, my sister, and my mom. So I'm having to step up in that position too.
Okay, so for 8 years, you and your sister had your mom to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to share.
No.
It was just the three of y'all.
Yep.
So I'm sure you got pretty comfortable with that, and then
all of a sudden,
your family dynamics changed.
Yes.
And you had a dad and a sister.
Yep.
So all of this happened about the time you got accepted into the early college program.
Yes, I got accepted into the, I want to say, spring of my 8th grade year.
Okay, so your entire world has just changed. Okay, all right. So all of these things going on at home are playing a role into trying to achieve successfully in school.
Yes.
Okay. Any other issues going on at home or at school?
No, not really. Just that one thing just makes everything bad.
Okay, so let's talk about the balance you have in your life between work and school. How well is not work, your home life? How well balanced is your home life and your school life when you put those two together?
Together, it's not really balanced. I try to balance it as much as I can, but when trying to balance between the two things like school and home, I always get like overwhelmed, because when I'm at school a lot more than I am at home. So when coming home from school, there's a lot more tension.
Okay.
And so I guess like I try to balance it as much as I can, but it's not really working.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is you spend a lot of time at school every day.
Yes.
A lot more than you used to in a regular high school setting.
Yes.
And so by the time you get home from school at the end of the day, you've got everybody wanting your time, your attention. Your mom's pulling you in one direction, your sister's in another, your stepdad is pulling you as well, and then you have your friends outside of your home, and you do have a boyfriend, so you have to devote time to him as well. So I can imagine, being pulled in all of these different directions at 16 years old in college can be extremely overwhelming.
Yes, because I'm more of like, at school, I'm more of like the go-to person for everything, because I am so organized at school, but like when it comes to like balancing the two things, I kind of get like pulled one way more than the other.
Okay.
So like I try to keep it my life as organized as possible, but sometimes it just gets too overwhelming.
Okay.
Because like I'm the one who goes, like everybody goes forward to advice and to put on like plays and like small get-togethers and like parties at the school and stuff like that. And well, when I'm called to do that, like in the weekends and after school hours, well, that's taking time from my home life.
Okay, so that's straining your relationships at home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So something you can do to kind of help jumpstart getting that part of your life organized is maybe invest in a good planner, like a weekly and monthly planner, where you can write down all of your social activities, school assignments that you have due, so you can visualize your life. Okay, if you have your life written on paper, you can see that Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are, really full with school activities, school assignments, and everything. So maybe you can schedule time for home for your family Thursdays and Fridays, okay? Because all of your school stuff will be done the beginning of the week. Schedule the end of the week for your family, and then that leaves your weekends open to your friends and your boyfriend, okay? So maybe, after this session, go home and just kind of think about what all we've talked about, and get yourself a really good planner, and it will help once you see everything in writing. So that's your assignment until we meet again for the second session, is just kind of get your life basically organized like you're wanting, okay?
Okay.
So now let's talk briefly about the support you receive at school. Have you got an academic advisor?
Well, at early college, high school, we don't really have the type of like resources that every other college person needs because we are a different school from the college that we are attending. But we are on the campus. Well, we can use those advisors, but they're not. They don't really understand that we also have high school classes, and we'll combining the two. It gets kind of hard, even though that the college classes can be credited towards high school. The college classes can be credited towards the high school classes. Well, it gets kind of like crazy because it's just not all of the same like course course numbers and course like planning. It's just not the same as the high school. So when using those advisors, they just don't understand what we're like. We're having to put on the stress of a high school student and of a college student working or going to school full time, and we're also trying to make a career out of what we're trying to do, and we don't really have time to do like high school, college, and like go to work as I'm trying to do. And well, our principal and our counselor, well, they have 120 kids to counsel and like go over their life plan, and well, you just don't really get that one-on-one time as I did the last year when there was only 60 students, and well, we keep adding 60 students every year, and so next year there's going to be more than 120 students, so it's just going to, we only have 2 people there to really guide us into where we're going. I mean, the teachers try the best they can because they know what we're going through, but I'm just not getting that support that I want.
And you feel like if you have the support from the teachers and advisors at school, that would better help you get organized with school so you could establish a career goal, so you know what you're doing once you graduate your senior year with an associate's degree.
Yes.
You need somebody to tell you, okay, Lexi, this is what your next step is going to be.
Yes,
and in order to do that, you have to complete this step first.
Yes, I'm having to take it upon myself to go off to other colleges and see what course line I need to complete MCC and also go to a university.
Okay, all right. So let's just kind of wrap up this session. I want to make sure that I know everything that's going on. We've got your home life as stressful. Your school life is stressful.
Yes.
Pulled in multiple directions. Stress at home, stress at school. Not a lot of support at home or school. Okay, so when we come back and meet for your next session, I'm going to have some resources available for you to hopefully help with school and getting organized at school. And like I said, your homework for now is to write down your schedule in a planner and see if that helps a little bit. Because maybe if we can take off some of the pressure at home and all of these people that want your time and attention, maybe that would leave some room open to focus on school and your plans for the future.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. Has anything that we've discussed today upset you in any way, and that we don't need to address certain topics next session?
No, I think it's helped me any better than anything.
Well, good. I'm glad. Okay, so thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I enjoyed meeting with you, and I will see you in a couple weeks for our next session.
Okay.
All right.